Gary, my man.
How are you?
Good, man. How about you?
I am well. Thank you for having me on.
Good. Hey, thanks so much for joining me. Just first off, thank you for taking the time. I really appreciate it. I know you're running around doing a million things and just really, really thankful. Second off, thank you for supporting the charity night. I was just shocked when Lou hit me up the other day and said he wanted to help out with the $5,000 donation on top of this right now, the live stream. You're a good man, and I know what the kids are going to appreciate like crazy. So thank you, man.
I'm happy to do it, and I'm sorry I had to push. Sorry for everybody who's watching. I know this was scheduled for 6 p.m., but I got caught up with something. So I'm happy to be here, and let's rock and roll.
Hey, man, no worries at all. No worries at all. First of all, I know I talked to you a little bit about the event through messaging. So basically, when I started this, I had the idea, wanted to do this for the kids. Some of our audience really got it going back in January by throwing some money to charity. I got to pick the charity, pick Camp Kesson to send kids to camp for free. Sprouted the idea, do something at the national big event for charity. I got 3 sponsors on board, another smaller 3 to get up to $10,000 in donations. In under 10 days, the sports card community came together, and they sent us over $100,000 in sports card donations. It blew me away. I couldn't believe it. I know that you've been, following the sports car industry for a bit now. We saw how the actual prices exploded in them, how so many people came into the industry, but never in my wildest dreams did I think that in under 10 days, people would just not even know what the charity is. Some of these people didn't even know who I was before this. Well, they might have known who I was, but I haven't talked to them in person or through text at all. And they sent me $10,000 packages, just like that.
Makes me so happy.
And, for yourself, who while you do the NFTs, the cards and everything, but your number one message is empathy and spreading love through what you do. It's just amazing to see that message coming out through this event.
When is the auction of the stuff?
Yeah. So let me key you in. So right now, if you go to slapstocks.com/shop, I need to pin this comment right here in the chat. We just put live the different tickets for people to get involved, and we already sold out over 30%. Over 30% of the tickets in the first hour. So let me just post that. There we go. So we're 30% sold in the first hour. If you go to slabstocks.com/shop right now, I'll show you here on my screen. We've got 5 pages live, $20, $50, $100, $250, and $500, and the prizes vary per pool. This is the top spot for the $20 tier. I know you love this. A Hasbro 96 David Beckham PSA 9 rookie. I know you love that.
I love it. I do. I love weird shit.
I know. So like that thing right there, a $20 spot can win that. And then we're doing a couple different ways. Right when we got the first 10K in, I was like, all right, we're just going to, do it all through this type of thing. One tier, everything there. And then we started to get $10,000 single card donations in. I don't know if you saw 2 collectors, Shine 150 and 72 Woot 72, who happened to buy the Fleer 86 Jordan PSA 10 that went for $840 yesterday. They sent this. They combined and sent this Giannis Pop 36 Prism Green PSA 10. Which is
so what
insane.
happens? I want that card. What happens?
Okay,
what do I do?
So check this out. So Tuesday night, we've got 6 items going live through a PWCC vault auction. eBay and PWCC waived 100% of the fees. All of it's going to charity. Every single dollar.
So that's going to be on auction there. Good. So I'll see you Tuesday night in Chicago. Oh, this Tuesday, not next.
Yeah. So it's going live this Tuesday for 10 days though, because what's going to happen is it's going to end Friday.
Beautiful. Love it.
It's end Friday
night in Chicago.
Because we've got the Friday night charity event going on 6 to 9 p.m. in Chicago at the Hyatt O'Hare Rosemont Regency. We're going to be doing a full live stream on YouTube. We're going to be doing the event in person, giveaways live in person. And every 20 to 30 minutes, we'll be having one of these auctions. And
when I see you in Chicago on Tuesday and Wednesday, can I give you something for the live auction on Friday?
So what's happening is we're not doing a live auction in person. The 6 items are going through there. But we will be on Friday selling different cards through the website, 100% of the proceeds going to charity. So when we, are live at the event, we've got every 20 minutes, we'll drop in 5 new items for a deal for the collectors. Because in my mind, this is like the biggest win-win, right? 100% of proceeds of charity, good deals and good value for the collector and the investor. It just seems like, the best possible thing. So really quick though, I know you were on Giannis 2-3 years ago, right? We're from Milwaukee here, obviously on Giannis since 2013. This card just sold last night after the Game 5 win, $14,500. Buy it now on eBay. This exact same Giannis Green Prism PSA 10.
Awesome.
I hope this goes live on Tuesday night and auction for 10 days. This should be the first one available after they win the championship on Tuesday. I will actually be live in attendance.
Bro, do not say stuff like that. You still have to win one game. It can get weird. Don't do that.
I know. Okay, I take it back.
Yeah. I don't want you to jinx your shit.
Hopefully we win the championship on Tuesday. This goes live for 10 days. If Giannis wins his first finals and this card ends on Friday night for 10-day auction, what's your prediction? How much does it sell for? With 100% of proceeds going to charity because PWCC is going to help us.
And went buy it now $14.50.
The buy it now went $14.50 last night.
And they win and charity 37.
37. I was hoping we'd be pushing 20. So if it hits 37, I would go.
Oh, if it's 14.5, buy it now. Now they may be, and they win a champion. I mean, if the Bucks win, Giannis cards are going to go through the roof.
He gets that first finals, and I think that was what was holding
huge. Back. It's huge. It's like it's everything in the NBA. It goes through the roof. But now, listen, I got bad news for you. So the whole city can be mad at you. Now that you've said when, not if. I'm just kidding. What do you? All right, great. So I can't wait to see you in 10 days. I'm so fired up for Chicago, and I'll talk to you personally one-on-one to support this a little bit more.
Man, that'd be amazing. Thank you. So everyone watching slabstocks.com/shop, right there in the pinned comment. That's what
knowing so many of you who are watching right now just came from my stream and probably don't know what we're talking about. Please check out that URL. So cool. What else? What else do you want to chop on next?
Really quick. I know you like KD. Someone who buys a $250 spot. This is a top prize. A PSA 9 Kevin Durant rookie. They go between $900 and $1,000. That's the top prize for $250 tier. So big stuff. Also, really quick. Hey, I know you're big on Sean O'Malley. I know you're big. I watched that fight last weekend, man. He was insane.
The other kid deserves a lot of credit. He does. A lot of blows.
Dude, he stood in there. He really stood in there and took it. All right, moving on. I want to get a little bit of card talk about the Nationals.
Okay.
Something happened last night first, though. I know you were very, very vocal a week ago or 2 weeks ago talking about the 86 Fleer. We had the PSA 10 sell through the PWCC Premier auction last night. That's got the PWCC S. That's top 5% for condition. So for $840K.
Yeah, how much do you think that top 5 sticker? Like, what's your intuition? I feel like the card's trending up without the sticker in the last 3-4 weeks because that big block from Arizona has funneled through the system now, which I think kind of changed the trajectory of that card. There's still only, I don't know, what is it, 300? What is it, 320?
312, I think, right?
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I mean,
like, what do you think that card would have went for last night without the top 5% sticker? Your guess.
I think right at 400K.
Yeah.
I really think right at 400K because we saw them going, they went down as low as right under 300 grand. And I think that was where we all thought this is the bottom.
I'm so pissed. I've been busy.
Did you miss it? You didn't get one of them?
I mean, I have many.
Right.
Just for transparency, I think I have 11 or 12, but I wanted to kind of get like 10 or 12 more at that 250, and I feel like that game is over now.
Right. And
because I think Golden came out and said, hey, that block is, I feel like that was the moment everything, like, I don't think people realized. I actually bought a couple from that lot. Like, that was it.
Yeah, because what happens is, and this counts for all cards. This is not just like the top 1% Jordan PSA 10s that everyone's chasing. Like, once the supply that gets put out there by everyone that invested previously and has that profit, once all that gets sold, it's going to hit a new floor. And once it hits that new floor and everyone's been holding theirs for the future.
It's also ebb and flow, right? I think that a lot of people in cardland, I'm very at the cross section of this, have put some real money into NFT, have put some real money into cryptocurrencies. I think that there's more money going into comics and video game grading items than people realize. And I feel like that was like the last 120 days of what I would call natural collector diversification.
Yeah.
And like, I can even speak for myself, like the Nationals coming, football season's coming. We've all had so much, and how for 4 years on basketball, but we basically have had 2 straight years of basketball, right? And I think that these things ebb and flow. And I think like I'm fired up for the national. I still think that there's 7 to 20 things that are wildly underpriced.
Is that specific card or like category?
Guy or card, right?
Yeah.
Like Rips, you know Adam Rips, you know that.
Oh yeah, of course. Adam's a great guy.
You know, he's helping me so much. We're working together a bunch, and he's going through my stuff right now of what to bring to sell. And he brought up one card, and it was like super triangle, like pew, pew, right? And
they call that the middle finger graph in the hobby.
Got it. So he's like, yo, do you want to bring like 100? Maybe I have 400. I don't know what I have. Maybe 100. And I was like, no, I'm going to buy 100 more at the net. And he was like laughing. But like, much like this Jordan, no matter what, like I laugh when people think I'm in trouble reputationally with Jordan. It's 312 Michael Jordan PSA 10s.
Yeah.
Like there's no shot in 10 years that it's not worth more money. None. Zero.
And think about this. We might be lucky to see 20 more added to the population in the next 5 years. Like that would be impressive.
I'd be shocked.
I mean, maybe even just single digits, you
People
know?
don't want to, it's tough to crack it. It's like, it's a tough thing to do. Like the wax got, anyway, nonetheless, there's 7 to 10 targets I'll have for the national. And I'm coming to buy. And I'm also doing something really cool. That I thought a week ago. I'm going to have 2 cases that are going to be called thank you cases.
Oh, I like that.
What I'm doing is I'm pricing things because I'm part of a wave where I bought a lot of stuff really smartly 3.5 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm going to, this is why my table on Wednesday I think is going to matter. I'm just worried that all the dealers are going to come and eat this up, so I haven't figured out what I'm going to do.
Yeah, totally agree.
But I'm going to price things 20 to 50% below market just as a thank you. I just have to make sure the dealers don't come and take it all.
Yeah, I agree. Like when we were playing this charity night, like there's so much value packed into these 5 different tiers for the actual night where we're going to randomize off what people get, much like, kind of like a giveaway type of thing. And we limited how many spots people can buy because we don't want someone who, sells up all the time to come and buy all 100 spots and then no one else can get in. So there's 440 total spots and probably over 40% are sold now, which is insane. So like I said, that pinned comment down there, 100% of the proceeds are going to charity. What you see there on the website, and July 30th, 6 to 9 p.m. is going to be the night of the event. But last topic on this Jordan really quick. So the 9.5 sold for $72,000. That means that the PSA 10 with the S sticker sold for over 10 times as much. What's your quick thoughts on the 10 versus the 9.5?
Well, listen, I'm a little rusty the last 100 days. I've been in my V Friends and Vayner-X cocoon. Take away the top 5 sticker because I think it's too big of a variable. If the Jordan's at 400, which actually I genuinely believe,
yeah, same.
Like the next one we see will go for more. I really do. Just because how I've been pinged by a lot of people. I've been asked to sell it for more than that, like 10 times in the last 7
Right.
Years.
People that want to get in on it, get one of them.
So what's the ratio on that, right? Let's call it 400. And what did you say it went for, the 9.5?
The 9.5 went for 72, so that's about, less than a quarter.
Yeah, so what do you think about, where do you got to go there on that?
That's tough. I mean,
is 5 times feel right between super premium PSA Beckett these days?
It feels like a little much, just a little much, but like at the same rate, there's many more 9.5s out there because it is tougher to get that BGS 10, of course. So like, there's a lot more 9.5s and
what's going on with all these new companies? It seems like there's 2 or 3 more. There's 2 new companies in the last year, right? The comic book company and the other one that's pretty colorful.
So you've got HGA hybrid grading approach, which is they were calling it AI at first, and I think they took it back a little bit and started calling it just more like human intervention with some digital stuff going in on it. And then they do the custom labels and stuff. And then you got CSG, which is the comic book starting the other one, like the sports segment.
Are either one of them getting traction?
SGC is getting the most traction right now of any of them. So CSG and HGA was limiting submissions, so they didn't build a backlog. I think that they started to kind of take back on that. The more people that are spreading out their grading to other places now. CSG, in my personal opinion, their labels are too big. It takes away from the card. Really, really big label, really big margins on it. It doesn't make sense to me. SGC is definitely taking it up a notch. And I actually have an SGC slab next to me. It's the Elon Musk.
I love SGC. I mean, I've been on it from the get. I like it a lot.
What are your thoughts on this? This is an Elon Musk Top Trumps SGC 10. So this is actually sent to me by Yamwax, a buddy on Instagram.
I love weird shit. I love weird shit. I think weird shit matters. I think it's rare. I think it's going to be like alternative art. I think a lot of the stuff that people collect now is like European art. And I think a lot of the weird shit is going to be in that Jackson Pollock, Andy Warhol range. It's just too low print. It's too awkward. And there's enough demand. And I think alternative rookie cards, like right before, like one thing I bought a ton of was, not a ton, I bought 6 maybe of those like 1954 Johnstone cookies, Hank Aaron rookies, right? There's the Burke Ross stuff. Yeah. Like I love the Icy 70, you know, I've been on Icy since the day I met you. Icy 72 basketball set. I think there's cool ass shit. But actually my big strategy for National, I've always thought National is you sell football because everyone's getting excited. And when it's a normal season, which this is, you buy, like I'm going to buy basketball because I think basketball is the most depressed down, yet it's still the most popular.
It's the classic oversaturation thing, right? Like we had barely any offseason between the bubble to this season where it's just like straight basketball pounded in 24/7.
Well, look, you know what's going to happen? If Giannis gets this ring, actually, Giannis or Booker, let's just play it easy. When everybody sees the pop, because forever they're a world champion, it matters.
Yeah.
Kevin Garnett's rookie cards would be less if he didn't get that ring. It's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Barkley, Ewing, Malone, Drexler got one, but like they are affected. So
yeah, like what if Barkley had a ring? That 86 Fleers levels above what it is now, right?
So much. So I think when everybody sees what happened with Giannis and Booker, because we're going to have the first superstar that it's their team. Because Anthony Davis, it wasn't his team, it was LeBron's team. The first superstar was their team to win a ring that's new in a while. And when you see that, Iverson's such a good call. Iverson would be through the roof if he won a ring. So I think when everybody sees the bump, what then will happen is the next interesting thing. So I believe when everybody sees the Booker or Giannis bump, it's going to make Luka go crazy. Because Luka, everyone's going to be like, who's the superstar? Oh, shit. Look what happened to Giannis, how much it went down. Look how much it just went up. Or look how much Booker just went up. Yeah. I also think that matters for Harden. Excuse me. Yes, Harden. But I still think, like, this is a great teaching moment. Because I think a lot of people, I don't, because I thought he was the best player on the team, but I do think a lot of people want to see Durant with his own ring.
Yeah.
I still think the second Golden State ring is his ring. He was the best player on the floor by a country mile.
You're saying when he hits that 3 on LeBron and stuff, like.
But, like, for example, if this is what I'm betting on, Luka, Durant, if they win a ring next year, right? And the Dallas would have to do too much in the offseason, but you got to figure the Nets. Like, it's just going to teach me. I'm dying to see what the market does with CP3 is an interesting one. You know, like,
yeah. CP3's cards got super hot when he was dropped that closeout game against the Clippers, that 40-point game. Like his market finally took that next level up, and I think that. You know, obviously I'm a huge Bucks fan, but he's been pretty disappointing aside from last night's fourth quarter when he had a really good showing, but the first 3 quarters wasn't that great, and his market's definitely like not as hot as it was 2 weeks ago already. So if they do lose,
Indy City just brought up a good one. Clay, you know, he just put that in. Talk about. I don't know what I'm going to do because I got to go taste it, but talk about a play that I know would be in me. The idea of buying up every Clay rookie there is like running through my mind because people forgot about him.
You're saying Klay Thompson?
Yeah, because he's a beast now. I don't know.
I'll tell you what. I think Klay Thompson's one of the best shooter in NBA history. Aside from what Steph's been able to do, like with off the dribble and stuff, I think Klay's shot form is the best I've ever seen. I studied him when I was shooting myself.
Klay's got to be way depressed, right?
Yeah, and I love his NTRPA of 199. Like that is a nice card. Obviously, his Prism is very sought after by the masses.
Soccer's going to be ripping hot. I think.
You like that one?
I think Formula One wax is going to be hot. I think it's going to be a really interesting show. I think you're going to see a bump up. I think, baseball's got a lot of people's attention. Another guy I'm probably going to consider buying a lot of is Acuna. I just got to see how depressed, right? Like a lot of people are hard rich, cash poor. So I could see people sitting deep on Acuna.
Yeah. Well,
he's out for a full year. Could be interesting.
Talk to me about your take on this. I'm glad you brought it up. So Cunha's got hurt. Of course, we're going to see some price dip. Are you one that would rather buy on the way down, trying to find the valley, or are you waiting for it to hit the valley, start to go up a bit, maybe 5-10%, and then buy in hard, expecting another 20-30%? Are you going on the way down?
I'm so long, as you know, like this snap will be this will be the most cards I've kept in 4 years. I'm not even going to sell. I'm not bringing almost that. Rips is pushing me to bring good shit just as and I'm like I'm there with two focuses. Have a thank you situation where if I can keep the dealers off of me because they just buy a Luka for me for $500 and put it on their table at $700, I gotta be thoughtful about that. I don't want that. So I want the thank you table, and I'm gonna be buying. I'm gonna be buying. Like I'm what I'm doing is what I always do. I don't give a shit where the market is.
Yeah.
Ronald Acuna is a generational talent. I know he's hurt.
Yeah.
I don't believe that about Luis Roberts. I think he's an incredible prospect. But I already know Acuna.
Yeah. You're more confident. You've seen it done.
That's why I already know who Kevin Durant is. He can retire tomorrow, and he's a top 50 player of all time, top 25 player of all time. So I'm going to go in with what always has worked for me. As you know, when I told everybody to buy Giannis at $180, I was guessing on his potential. He already showed me enough.
Yeah. Because I like what you brought up about Luka before. I mean, if you think about it this way, Jordan, LeBron, both post 25 by the time they won their first finals. Giannis, if he wins this year, he'll be 26. And he'll have 2 MVPs. Luka's what, 21 right now? 22 maybe? So he's
and he's charismatic. You know what's funny? I bought more Luka cards when he looked into the camera when he was around during the play. You have to understand, it's a popularity contest.
Yep.
Not only do you have to win, like in the court, but you have to win in the pub. Do you know how good of a basketball player Isaiah Thomas is?
Yeah, super good.
You're so young.
I didn't even watch him, and I know he's that good.
He was crazy good. He won 2 rings. He stopped Jordan, which is why it took him into his mid-20s.
Yeah.
But his rookie cards are not expensive. This is a popularity contest.
Well, he's the villain, right?
And he's not the villain the way Reggie Miller and now it looks like Trae Young's going to be, which is like a popular villain, right? So the big thing for me is I think Luka is charismatic. Giannis is an epic dude.
Yeah.
Like an epic dude. Like a good person.
I've had a lot of chatter from people where, obviously, like I said, we're huge Milwaukee fans. We love Giannis. I hear him every game, post-game talk, and I think he's like the best guy I've ever heard. Like just like from like humbleness and like working hard.
Oh, he's the best dude. Like he's
right.
That family should go into the Hall of Fame. Those parents should go in the Hall of Fame.
They went through a lot.
Austin just put up a good one. We've been talking for 20 minutes, not one reference about Zion. Talk about another target of mine. I've seen enough. And by the way, I have never bought a Zion card.
I remember you said that for so long. You're like,
and I said I would buy Zion. Like, I'm probably approaching my range. Again, I got to do a little homework. Got to get a little more educated over these next 10 days. But I like it. Like, he's dominating his first 2 seasons.
Yep.
The world doesn't see it that way.
Which is weird.
My biggest Zion. So Zion, as you know, I like base. I know base has been hit, but I like base because it's achievable financially for people.
Yeah.
But Zion, the amount of Prism that was printed for Melo and Zion,
Dude, there's
unlike,
there's 32,000 PSA graded Zion rookies already.
Right. So to me, if I Zion hunt, I'm gonna go much more like RPAs and like go serious.
And the way that I think people are starting to view it is like the silver now is like the base of the past, because the silver pop, you know, is way.
Yeah.
Zion specifically, it's a much tougher grade. 2019 for silver Zion, very tough grade. I'm glad that you brought up the base thing, because I actually had on my thought was like, you were obviously big on base over the last 2 years. Base took a huge hit in the last 6 months. I don't need you to like, you know, give an explanation for why. I'm more asking.
It's supply and demand, right? Like when I always laugh when people try to like take a hit, and I'm like, you mean I paid 30? I mean, you know this. I paid $35 for Luka. Like I understand it's not $1,400 and it's $700. I paid $35.
Yeah.
I paid $180 for 231 Giannis bases.
Yep.
You know, like I paid $60 for Durant top spaces.
Yeah, and those are still, you know, those are probably still 400 plus. I haven't looked at it a bit, but
so you know. And by the way, I wasn't telling people to buy bases for 24 months.
Yeah, it was like
what's great about the internet is the receipts exist.
Yep.
Like people can change the narrative if they want to make up a story.
Right.
So what do I think? I think it's classic supply and demand. The reason I liked base was I thought there was going to be an explosion of demand.
I just lost your audio for 1 second. You have to repeat that.
Yeah, I got to run. I love you. See ya.
Hey, thank you so much, man, for the chat. I really appreciate it.
Cheers.
See ya.
Evan, thank you so much for having a couple seconds and being able to tell the Believe Nation a little bit about Empathy Wines. It means a lot to me that you would take this valuable real estate and time on your channel to give me some love. It means a lot. It's just good karma points, and so you're awesome. Thank you. Believe Nation, if you're into wine at all, go to empathywines.com. My whole career's work was poured into producing a wine that rivaled $40 to $60 wine for 20 bucks a bottle. I'm just super excited about this subscription-based wine business. You can order 3, 6, or 12 bottles in subscription form: rosé, white, red. If you search on Instagram or Twitter, you will be blown away. People are literally like, I don't even like Gary Vee, but the wine's good. Super proud of the effort. Thanks, Evan, for the time. Wishing you guys all happy and healthy.
If you want to learn how to market on social media like Gary Vee, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.